Morning, this is Grateful Ed. Hope you're having a fantastic day. I am going to make another video and talk about the gang stalking. There's so many things happening in our country to where we have to stand up, work together in order to expose all this corruption and move forward with the country. President Trump had a pretty poignant speech there at CPAC, and I think a lot of people have known things weren't right for a long time. A lot of people have been working on these things that haven't been right for a long time. I'm very grateful for everybody, at levels that I don't understand. I don't have any feedback on, but at this point it doesn't matter. And there's a lot of people that are starting to wake up and know, trying to squeeze out the middle class. Biden administration, they could care less about the people. There's so many examples, stock market, price of food, what's in the food, 401ks, you see your savings diminishing, what I call is a tax straight on the people, with these train derailments, hazardous chemicals, and the total disregard, for the people of Ohio, all around the country, all around the world, really. It's just come to America now. And it's manifested itself in a way that's been disguised for a long time, but, these things are being exposed, and it's real important that we do our part in order to try and, keep that momentum going, because it's not stopping. It's only getting bigger and better. So, but I wanted to focus in on the gang stalking, because I've got a lot of things that are coming back to me, things that I feel are relevant, need to be spoken about and exposed, because it's a real thing with the gang stalking, and it's a real thing with the setups, and who knows what kind of criminal activity goes along with that. I don't know. I have ideas, but I have to trust my judgment and also intuition in order to keep speaking out about these things. Just what's happened to me, to know that it's real, number one. And if it's happening to you, find a way to speak up, find a way to stand your ground, and you do not have to take this, and we do not have to live in a world like this. I know some people may laugh or mock when I say, that there is a better day coming, because and a lot of people know, when you've been with people that are less fortunate than you, and how can I say it, they appreciate what they have, it shows you how really blessed we are as Americans. And it's a shame that with all the resources that we have had in our country, that more people aren't like that and appreciative. Have I been that way all my life? The answer is no. But I recognize that, and I have that intrinsic feeling. So that's important. It's important for me to speak my mind about. But anyway, I want to go back to a time where I believe it was 2019. There were drugs that were administered to me. There was electronic surveillance that was illegal, and the gang stalking. I want to talk a little bit more about this. And I had mentioned that, out of like 50 years, there has never, ever, ever been that much traffic around the Circle on East Circle Drive in Mason. So, somebody had to see it besides me, I know June did, but I don't know if she recognized it or not. But, she did acknowledge it. I'm talking about other neighbors over there, other elderly neighbors that, military veterans, retired. And, you know, I know they got visits from the police department, too. It's no secret. So, you know, we'll see what's up with that. We'll see what's up. Either way, you know, I had to follow my gut because these folks were downright demonic and evil. The way, well, number one, the amount of people coming around that circle, okay. Number two, I knew it was a surveillance and I knew it was an intimidation factor, okay, from the groups, okay. Number three, though, the headlights into the house, okay. Now, it's one thing when you're a neighbor across the way who, you know, parks out there a little too long and leave your lights on, especially when if you back into your driveway, okay, and you leave those lights on and they're shining right inside our house, that is a tactic, okay. That's a tactic for harassment and intimidation, number one. And but number two, the ones that would come around and pull into that driveway across the street and do the same thing, I mean, directly, on purpose, with you know, hate and intimidation involved in that shit. And you know, it got pretty bad there for during that time, you know. It was but of course they will run those operations hot and cold, okay. So it can go on, and when it was really hot, when they were like all hands on deck, you know, constant surveillance and constant constant harassment, there were people that would pull into the driveway across the street, shine their lights in there, and leave it in there for a long period of time. They wouldn't get out of the car and go to the house there. They would just back up in order to emulate the kind of harassment that you would get every day from this neighbor. But they were doing it at a very, very heavy, intensive level. Okay. So I wanted to bring that up. Don't take these things for granted, okay? Don't take the workers that are working on the cable for granted. They could be, you know, I couldn't be wrong. I've been wrong before. You know, my goal is just to try to get people to think for themselves, you know, instead of going along with the group. But the other thing is on these shots, okay? And, you know, I don't believe in them. And when Faye came around, my auntie, she, I told her exactly what I thought, you know. I told her I thought it's wrong and I don't believe in it, and I told her exactly where I thought it was manufactured. And automatically the answer was, oh, that's a conspiracy theory. Because that's, you know, that's their playbook, you know. That's what they've been told, or that's what they've been coached to say. Okay, and then as late as 2020, no, it was last year, 2022. As late as last year, about a year ago, they were still standing up for Fauci. And, you know, how does a person stay in the government that long and rise to that level? You know, you got to ask about these things, which I would have never have asked or questioned that before. But they were still sticking up for him, you know. And I was just bringing out the point about the body's immune system. You know, to rely on your own natural immune system and to fight off these viruses. And it was all big joke. You know, it's like they were giving credibility to what he was saying, and it's like, no, I don't think so. And there's a lot of other people who don't think so too. So, you know, I don't know what the official record is. I think they've come out and, you know, admitted that these things were not what they were sold to the public to be. Okay, so those things hit my mind today, and I wanted to share them. Never forget, you know, this gang stalking stuff is real. This is not about one person. Surely this is not about me. But, you know, if I'm attacked, and I was attacked, I thank God that, you know, I made it through. and that I'm able to make this video today. It's real important to me. Don't let them take your integrity, okay? And don't let them try to, steal your identity, steal your soul, steal your ideas without putting up a fight, because obviously they don't care, okay? So thank you very much. God bless you. God bless America, and keep on keeping on.